I'm Cadet Harlego, and I'm explaining the case of GR number 165389 in October 17, 2008. Ilagan and Co. were among 21 Filipino seamen hired by NFD to work on board the chemical tanker MT Lady Helen, a vessel owned by AS Vulcanus Oslo. NFD's foreign principal, while in South Africa, Shipmaster Captain Anderson dismissed the 21 Filipino seamen, including Iligan and Co., from their employment. They are subsequently repatriated to the Philippines. NFD filed before the POEA a disciplinary complaint against the seamen, alleging that they were guilty of mutiny, insubordination, desertion, except attempting to desert the vessel, and conspiracy, but the POEA dismissed this. The seaman filed the complaint for wrongful breach of contract, illegal dismissal, and damages against NFD and Vulcanus, contending that they are summarily dismissed from their employment without just the valid cause. The key finding and the ruling of the case is that the employees failed to provide substantive evidence to support their claims of mutiny and conspiracy. The seamen were not given to process before their dismissal. The dismissal of the seamen was done in the bad faith and were entitled to moral and exemplary damages. In the context of ethical decision making, a consequentialist framework focuses on the outcomes or consequences of action rather than the action themselves. The key principle is that the ethically correct decision in the one of the result in the best overall consequences for all affected parties. To apply the consequentialist framework, one would assess the ethical decision-making process by considering the potential outcomes of various decisions for all stakeholders involved. For the respondents, the employees, the ethical decision-making process will take into account whether the employer's conduct result in treating the working fairly. This viewpoint will support the NLRC's ruling into compensates the employees for a just treatment, as this will have positive effect on the world face regarding the employments. The frameworks were assessed if their actions, such as appealing the NLRC ruling, lead to a beneficial consequences for their company, like avoiding financial liability. However, a consequentially will consider their conduct unethical if this comes at the expenses of the right and welfare of the employees. The consequentialist frameworks would balance the cost to companies with the benefits to employees. The ethical decisions who favor to employees if the benefits to them, just treatment, compensation for grievances, outweigh that cost of the employers. Loss of revenue harm their reputations. On the other hand, a consequentialist would argue against maintaining the NLRS's ruling if doing so would result rating harm. Consequentialists from engagement to GR number 165389 would involve deciding whether the result of the both parties acts result in the most beneficial outcomes. If the NLRC's ruling in favor of the employees has favorable effect on them and possible established an example for treating employees fairly going forward, then it may be considered ethical. However, if the petitioners' efforts are exclusively focused on defending their own interesting expenses of the right of the employees, then they will be viewed as less moral. This strategy would direct decision makes to think about the larger effect and ramifications of their choices within the ethical of illegal frameworks.